Good morning children, class 7. Today I am taking your class for IP. Still now we have learned a lot of things, just we will memorize what we have learned in our previous videos. Okay, we are starting with the first chapter, chapter 1, computer system. Okay, right? Now what do you mean by computer? Computer is an electronic device in which we use to input raw data and get a perfect output. Okay, so your computer system is having a CPU. They are the what are the basic components of a computer device? One, in which you will use the input, right? Next, your CPU. This is your CPU, and you will be getting the desired output. Okay. So when we give the input, we give the input through many things like keyboard, which are having the keys we use to type. Next is mouse. These are the basic components which everyone is having. Extra we can add. Okay, just like light pen, I have shown you, scanner. These are also the input devices. Now when you give the input to the through keyboard or mouse, it will first go to the CPU. CPU is your central processing unit. Okay. Now in this CPU you are having three sections. CU for control unit, ALU for arithmetic logic unit, and registers. Okay. Control unit, what it does? It control all the computer system. It controls everything, that what you are giving the input, what output you want, from which memory you want the data. So all the things which are to be controlled by the computer is done in the control unit. Next is your ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. Arithmetic logic unit means all the arithmetic, as we listen, arithmetic means plus, minus, into, divide. So these are the arithmetic logic. If suppose I say that those children, I want the list of those children who are coming from sector 10 but not from sector 2, and okay, or if I can say that the children, I want to see that those children who got more than 90 in maths or 90 in science, means either I want the children who are getting more than 90 in maths or 90 in science. Any one of the conditions will be there. So this is known as logic. Okay. So arithmetic logic unit. This is being done in the arithmetic logic unit. Whatever be the calculations you are giving for the computer from the input device, it is done in arithmetic logic unit. Then registers. Registers, what is registers? Registers are a type of memory which stores the data, okay, at a very high speed. It keeps all your data, and whatever data you want, it can access through that. Okay, so that registers are having two types, or we can say memory also, we can say it two types: primary memory and the secondary memory. Primary memory, in this memory your data is being kept for a short interval of time, or it is stored temporarily. Primary memory, the data is being stored temporarily. Okay, and the secondary memory, the data is being stored permanently. Okay, temporary means when while you are writing a note on your MS Word, or making a PowerPoint, or you are making any type of program also, it will be stored in the primary memory until and unless it is not being saved. As you save your data, it comes into your secondary memory. Okay. So while doing the program, current goes off, current switch off. Okay. Then your data is lost. So the data which is being stored in the primary memory, it is for temporary. As we switch off the system, or as the current goes, the memory goes off. It's washed off. Okay. So that is the primary memory. Secondary memory, data is being stored permanently. अगर current भी चला जाएगा तो data उसमें तो रहेगा ही. ठीक है? If you had made any changes and it is not stored, then it will go off. Okay? Then and it gives back and it will use the output. Output is your screen. Next is your printer, you can say. Suppose if I give input through mouse to open a file which is stored in your hard disk, it will go to the registers, it will take the file from the secondary memory, and I want to print that. I have given the command for printing. First it will display on the screen and next it will print your file. Okay. Primary memory you are having RAM, ROM, cache memory. Okay, types are RAM, ROM, cache memory. CACH. Okay, RAM, ROM, and cache memory. RAM means random access memory. In this, you can read and write your memory. Okay. ROM means read only memory. You can only read your memory. Read the content. You are not supposed to write anything. As we start our system, that is called the booting process. Okay. As we start booting our system, okay, some data is being seen on our computer screen or in our laptop, right? So that data is being written at the time of manufacturing. At the time of manufacturing, and we can't change that data. That is called read-only memory. The contents, just all programs we have them. Okay. Some files change date and time, properties, refresh. All these things we can't change. That is not a personal thing that we can change the name of the content. Okay. So that is being already come from the manufacturing. So that is, those things are known as, those data are being stored in read-only memory. Cache memory is a type of RAM. It is a temporary memory, and the speed of the cache memory is very fast. Okay. Next is secondary memory. Secondary memory, you are having the hard disk. Hard disk you are having the this one, pen drive. Okay. Hard disk, as we all hear, that it is in the shape of a small packet. Hard disk. Okay. That in that hard disk there are a thin layer of series type circular discs are being mounted from the center like this. Okay, and the data is being stored in that hard disk. Okay. Yes, children. Now we will learn further. Okay. Now your computer system is having two parts. One is your hardware and another one is your software. It is being divided into two parts, hardware and the software. Okay, hardware is the physical component which we can touch. That is your hardware. Like printer, a screen, mouse, keyboard, anything we can touch. It is also known as tangible. Okay, the physical components which can be touched, that is your hardware. Now another one is your software. Software is a set of instructions which we are giving to the computer and it apply. Okay. So software means set of instructions or set of instructions. When you are giving raw data to the computer, it will follow those instructions and it will give us desired output. So that is your software. Or we can say that software is a collection of computer programs, procedures and documentation that performs different tasks in the computer system. Different tasks means I want to save the file, in the same time I want to take the printout of the file. So the computer is performing multitasking jobs, multitasking different tasks it is performing. So that is your software. Yes, children. software which are being used for our daily purpose. Daily purpose means so making a document file, making a PowerPoint file, you are using Excel sheet. Okay, so these are being used in our daily purpose, right? So that is your application software for making documents, PPT, Excel file. Now, in application software, you are also having the customized application software. Customized application means a software which is used for the customer only and what the customer needs. Suppose this our school portal is there. Okay, what that is a customized application software. So in that the school is being the customer of the software company. Okay, what are the requirements the school needed to check the attendance, to submit the attendance, or to see the exams date, to see the notes, PDF files, then your audio. So these are the requirements what the school needed. So the portal was made according to the customer for the students. Next is your hotels, billing of the hotel when they are checking, check out, table number, what are the things they have taken, which room the service was there, laundry service was there, or some cleaning purpose extra was there. So all this data is being shown with the software. They just write the room number and they take out the printout. Okay, and it gives us the bill. So that type of software being done in the hotels also. In the reservation also, you just insert when to start and when to come back. Okay, 2-in-1 or one-sided flight ticket or your train ticket. We have to just enter the destination, day and the date, and the destination. You will be getting the number of trains or flights or buses which are available, and in that you will fill the AC ticket you want, or general ticket you want, 2-tier, 3-tier, whatever is a requirement of yours. You are the customer, so they have prepared a software like that. Payroll is payment in an office, in our school. They are having a software in which they just write down the name, they enter the name, the payroll payment slip generates. So these are being done according to the customer. Okay. So this is your customized application software. Another software is also there in application software, proprietary software and open source software. Open source software. Okay, this is open source software. Okay. Proprietary software, what do you mean by proprietary software? The software which we have to purchase. Right? The software which we have to purchase, that is known as proprietary software. Example is Windows. For proprietary software, example is Windows. And open source software, the software which is freely available. It can be downloaded from the net. It can be passed on. Suppose if I am having Python software, I can give you because it is an open source. I am having MySQL in my pen drive, then I can give you because it is an open source. So the open source software is what? The software which is freely available. It can be changed according to the customer choice. Okay, documentation can be done in the open source, but in proprietary software we can't change. Example for proprietary is Windows, for open source Ubuntu. This is a open source software. Okay, now we have completed our first chapter. Next class we will start another unit.